Alright, so now we're going to get into the second half of this, where we're going to be giving awards out to games. And we've thought of 9 different categories, which are, in order, most anticipated, so basically what we were most excited for this year, the most original game of this year, the best co-op game, the best indie game, the best soundtrack for a game, the best visuals, the best gameplay, the best story, and the best overall. Alright, so let's first start off with the most anticipated game.
What do you say?
Well, that's kind of a hard one, because Story of Seasons I really pumped up in my own head with doing the whole month on Harvest Moon. So I want to say I was more excited for that in the moment, but as far as like waiting for a title, I'm going to have to give this one to Xenoblade Chronicles X. When did we first hear about this? Like a few years ago, maybe?
I don't know.
I remember seeing this game and thinking like, there's nothing to play on the Wii U. This is so promising. And yeah. I've been so excited for this game for so long. I got this, I picked it up day one, and I mean, there's really not much more I can say about, like, just how much of a big deal this is for the Wii U.
For me, Fallout 4, obviously, there was a huge hype train, and even before it was officially announced at E3, there was underground rumblings of, like, leaked stuff from Bethesda.
Yep.
Fallout 4, definitely. I think, in all, not just me personally, of all people living in the world that were interested anyway, Fallout 4 was the most anticipated.
Okay. Alright, let's go on to the second one. Most original. And you go first.
Most original?
Or are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am.
Alright, we're just going to do this at the same time because we both agree on this. Splatoon. The surprise smash hit of this year. It sold like 1 million copies in the first few months, I think. This is just an amazing... Before I go on, just think about that. 1 in every 10 Wii U owners has this game, at least.
Yeah.
But, no, I didn't really know what it was before I got it, and then when I got it, it blew me away. This is one of the most original games ever.
It is the game I spent the most time playing the Wii U with.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, if you want to say Nintendo's doing the same stuff over and over again, look at this game. I mean... like I said before, when was the last time we got a new IP from Nintendo?
I don't follow Nintendo.
Exactly. This game just blew me away. Definitely get this one if you're interested in something that just changes up not only the shooter genre but also just games in general.
Yeah, it's a very different take.
Exactly. All right, best co-op.
I'm gonna have to say Gauntlet. I mean, there's not much you can say. Gauntlet has always been pretty much about the co-op, so it did have that advantage. I do have to say Battlefront had pretty good co-op. You and I played some missions that one.
Yeah, Battlefront was a little disappointing with the co-op. Mostly that there's no online co-op.
Yeah.
Like there isn't like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to Black Ops 3.
Yeah, we played a little bit of it.
Yeah, we played like the beta and we rented it for a day, but we don't really have the money to get it. But if we had it now, it would definitely be on this list.
It'd probably be one of my favorite games.
Absolutely. But yeah, we don't really have that, so we can't really say that. Best co-op. Yeah, best co-op. I'm gonna have to give it to Gauntlet as well. I mean, you can't. It's such a fantastic modernization of the original. Like it feels like a strategic modern game mixed with the quirkiness and you know, kind of like old jokes.
Green elf needs
exactly. There's a lot like that in there, and it's really perfect. Like there's so much strategy in it, and we've gone through the same level, and like, all right, this time we're gonna try this, and this time we're gonna try this, and there's just so much you can do in that game.
A lot of nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
Gauntlet Dark Legacy was huge. I think Corona.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
We used to go over our cousin's house and play that.
I know. I mean, how many times do you think we played through that?
I've never beaten it, actually.
Really?
No, I've come very close. But everyone I end up getting close with, my best friend, we just don't have the time.
Just
usually.
like me in Borderlands.
Yeah, you gave up on Borderlands 1 so fast.
Alright, next we're going to go with Best Soundtrack.
Fallout 4 has pretty good soundtrack, all things considered. Not original, like, Bethesda made anything, but on Diamond City Radio, like, they have radio stations in the game that you can put on. There's some fantastic songs that I now love.
Right. I'm going to do one runner-up real quick. The runner-up is Stellar Glow. This is a game that's really based around music. The whole premise is no one's allowed to sing in this because God forbid it. But there's these witches who can sing, and that's how they use their powers. So the game is really focused around music, and it has a fantastic soundtrack to show that. But I'm really going to have to give this to, and grant this didn't come out in 2015, but it had its physical release in 2015, Shovel Knight. It actually, if you buy the physical copy, it comes with a free download of the soundtrack.
Really?
And the director's name is, I believe, Jake Kaufman, and it's just a wonderful throwback. Like it doesn't sound like something that was made now to sound like back then, and kind of like in the retro era that it was inspired by. It sounds like it was made something like then. It sounds like it's almost like on par with like DuckTales on the NES.
Don't make me sing it.
DuckTales. Woo. Yeah, I mean this is some of the best chiptune music ever.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit of it, and it's fantastic.
Absolutely. You know what? We were actually supposed to do Best Indie first.
Best Indie.
The next category, which we were actually supposed to do before, Best Indie. And I think we're pretty much on the same opinion with this.
We're on the
So, Dragonfin Soup. I can't actually wear the shirt, but
it might fit me.
It might fit you.
Yeah.
But you're not getting it because I love this shirt. I mean, what more can be said? The visuals are great. The soundtrack is great. The gameplay is fantastic. Like it's almost like the Mystery Dungeon series, where it kind of mixes in turn-based with a little bit more action-y feel to it. But what I really like about it is that there's a story mode. But what I really like is the Endless Labyrinth mode, which is really great because you can get this really cool RPG experience within 30 minutes. Usually instead of playing a few rounds of Call of Duty, I'll boot that up instead and have this really, really fun experience. Next category, Best Visuals. And there's absolutely no competition here. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters. The game is... it's not graphically impressive as far as the backgrounds go, but what is really impressive is they basically developed this new engine to run 2D characters so that they look 3D. It's really hard to explain without actually seeing it, but definitely look this up or play it yourself. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen, and it looks gorgeous. Yeah. But let's get on to the obvious winner, Battlefront.
Fan freaking tastic.
The gameplay is just not deep enough for me.
Yeah,
what I don't
it's very Battlefieldy.
Yeah, there's just no. It's not competitive enough for me. They tried to make it open.
Very casual.
Yeah,
I think it's very casual.
They tried to make it open to people who weren't familiar with shooters. So my problem with it is it's basically whoever gets the DL-44 Han Solo's gun just wins automatically. There's no skill required to use it.
I have now formed a new hatred for that gun.
But unlike in a Call of Duty game where you can be fantastic with the worst guns because it's just so much more competitive.
Yeah, and they're balanced.
Right. Yeah, this game is horribly unbalanced.
Yeah, they finally balanced the impact grenade, though.
Yeah, and Walker Assault is more balanced, but it just... Yeah. There's really not much you can do to get around powerful guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as visuals go, this looks and feels exactly like Star Wars. Especially Endor.
Yeah,
Endor just looks amazing. And also, they added Solist, which was only mentioned in the movies. And you never actually saw it, and they did a really good job with making it look like something in Star Wars.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it really fits in. Yeah, that's where the nub comes from. Alright, number 6. Best gameplay.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I do want to give a really quick shout out to Fallout 4. If you have played Fallout 3 or New Vegas, you might know that the gameplay and shooting sucks. And Fallout 4 at least attempted to make it better, and it is a lot better. But it's not perfect. Definitely not.
As much as I didn't actually enjoy this game as much as I thought I would, I have to give it to Super Mario Maker, because I mean, what more can you say about Mario? As much as it just like as difficult as it is for me to kind of get a hold of it, you cannot argue with how spot on the controls are.
Yeah.
Platforming Mario is just I can't even make a comparison to it, just because it's so amazing.
Yeah. It pretty much made what is the standard for
exactly
side scrollers.
It was a little interesting that they didn't keep a lot of the mechanics of like the original Super Mario Bros., which I'm most familiar with on my NES. They basically just took the new Super Mario Bros. And reskinned it, as far as I know, which is okay. I'm really glad, because I hate the physics in Super Mario Bros. 3. Shots fired. People are going to get really mad about that one, but I can't get into it. So I was a little happy with things like that. All right, best story. Well, while you think about that, this is a very obvious choice for me, and Stella Glow. Like I said before, it's kind of like Persona, where you have to kind of build relationships with characters, and therefore the characters are written really well. And, I mean, it's just, I love games with great characters. There's a little bit of a plot twist towards the end that I'm not crazy about. This game is just amazing.
Fallout 4. It's really the only game I anticipated and was waiting for this year. It's the only thing I looked forward to in gaming.
That's why it's the only game you bought this year.
Yeah. I mean, with school and everything, I'm a busy guy. So.
And you just got your first job and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hectic.
So that's actually, I want to, before we do the best overall, let's do what was the most disappointing.
I'm going to have to hand it to Battlefront and Fallout 4.
Really?
I didn't feel it lived up to as much of hype, and I've actually recently stopped playing it so that I can play Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Okay.
It just didn't hold my attention as much as Fallout 3 did. And I also didn't like New Vegas.
I'm going to have to say Story of Seasons, only because I hyped it up so much. It's still a fantastic game, but I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be the next Friends of Mineral Town.
Yeah,
and it just wasn't.
It's a really dangerous thing to hype up a game like that. Destiny was one of those, at least for me.
Oh my goodness,
I know that some people won't like that.
Yeah, Story of Seasons is a good game. I built it up way too much, and that's one of the reasons I didn't build up Battlefront.
Yeah, I'm actually a lot happier with Battlefront than I am with Fallout 4 right now, because I build up Fallout 4 so much, and I just kind of.
I kind of prepared myself for Battlefront not to be amazing. Which, I mean, it looks amazing. It just doesn't play as good as I hoped it would.
Unfortunately.
All right, last category: the best game of 2015. Do you want to do like a runner-up or two first?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, my runner-up is going to be Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront's good.
It was good, just not what I was looking for.
Well, I mean, right now, I'm really enjoying it, but
yeah.
Not much to say.
Alright, with that, let's get to our number one games of this year. And, I mean, it's obvious for what you're going to pick.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is the best. And you can fight me if you don't believe that.
I will fight you now, because the best game of 2015 is obviously Stella Glow. The characters are written beautifully, the artwork is great, the music is great, the story is great. It's just such a surprising hit, and you know I love games like Persona where you have to build up characters.
Yeah.
There's one or two drawbacks about the game. Mostly the combat. The combat doesn't do anything new for the genre.
Mm.
So it honestly sometimes I feel like this game would do a little bit better as an anime as opposed to a game.
Okay.
But I would like to review this, and I'll kind of go into more about that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is definitely my number one game. What games are you looking for next year?
No Man's Sky is a big one.
Oh my gosh! I keep on forgetting about it, and then I remember that it's happening.
Like, oh my gosh!
I know. Oh my god! Like, No Man's Sky.
A lot of people are saying that they just want to go out and just explore all the planets they can and name them. But I want to find one planet and discover every single species I can.
Yep.
That's all I want.
I can't believe that we're advanced enough for a game like this.
I haven't really heard too much about it besides like the whole open worldness, open universeness. But what it sounds like to me is like Grand Theft Auto in space. I've heard things like police, like there's a space police, and you can
yeah.
So
and then I also can't you like have a wanted like bounty almost in one solar system but not the other?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's all I want from a game.
All right, let's see. Next year, I have a few things already pre-ordered for next year, like Twilight Princess HD, Star Fox Zero, which was like the number one game I was looking forward to this year until it was pushed back again.
Same with No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Let's see. Final Fantasy 15. I've never been a huge fan of them, but I'm really excited for that. Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm actually playing through 2 again. I was a little afraid I wasn't going to like the combat as much as I used to, but it's actually holding up quite well.
Yeah.
Persona 5.
I haven't played 4 yet, so I don't have an opinion there.
You really need to play 4. Definitely by far the number one thing that I'm excited for is Zelda Wii U.
That's another big one for me.
This is going to be like Zelda Skyrim.
That's all I want in a game.
I know. What more could you want? I mean, the graphics look like perfect for a Zelda game. Even better than like Skyward Sword, which was like a good blend of the serious Zelda mixed with like the cartoony Zelda. This looks perfect. And I'm so excited to see more about this game.
Yeah. I'm a cartoon Zelda game.
I know. And I mean, it's cel-shaded.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with cel-shaded.
Cel-shaded graphics.
Cel-shaded graphics always hold up. I mean, the best looking cel-shaded game that we've seen so far is Wind Waker HD.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It renewed my love of Zelda.
Exactly. So yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. What were some of your favorite games in 2015? Let me know in the comments. Also tell me how wrong you think I am with some of the games that I like so much, and please someone tell me how much they love Stella Glow as well.
And let's have an argument in the comments between Stella Glow and Fallout 4. I know who's gonna win.
Stella Glow.
If you say so.
Alright.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You turned off?
No, we should keep it rolling.
How was your day? Good. That's nice. Yeah.